WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, October 25th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. A Hazleton man who was wanted on a fugitive arrest warrant has been captured. 21-year-old Wellington Javier Marte Ramirez was charged for conspiracy to commit robbery, aggravated assault, and recklessly endangering another person back in July of 2016. A warrant was immediately issued for his arrest. Police were called to a residence near Holly Street and North Manhattan Court shortly after 6:30 Wednesday evening. There, they found Ramirez hiding in a bathroom. He was placed under arrest without incident. Hazleton's chief of police released a statement saying, quote, "The men and women of the Hazleton Police Department are an extraordinary group of talented individuals removing dangerous individuals from our streets. The detectives in this situation were able to see the situation for what it was and are endowed with the skills to handle such difficult tasks," unquote. A 31-year-old male was found dead in a vehicle Saturday afternoon in Hazleton. The body was found deceased in the back seat of a vehicle parked on Hawthorne Street between Pine and Wyoming Streets. No information about the cause of death has been released at this time. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziali said that the autopsy was conducted earlier today. Anyone with information on this incident is asked to contact City Police at 570-459-4940. A one-car crash that happened in Berwick on Saturday left one woman with serious injuries. State Police at Hazleton said that 60-year-old Colette Eskin was traveling north on Route 93 in Hollenbach Township when she veered out of her lane and partially entered the southbound lane. Eskin then went back into the northbound lane and onto the shoulder. According to State Police, she steered too fast, causing her to cross both lanes and drive into a dirt embankment of West Old Berwick Highway. Her Chevy Spark went up the embankment before going back on the shoulder where it spun 90 degrees. Eskin was reportedly not wearing a seatbelt and sustained major injuries. She was flown to Wyoming Valley Hospital in Plains Township. The Wilkes-Barre Area School Board has set a meeting to get public input on a new plan to save part of Myers High School, renovate the neighboring Memorial Stadium, and upgrade the athletic field at the Solomon Plains Complex. The board set the time of the meeting to 5:30 this evening and gave the public a very short notice to attend. Last year, the board voted for the consolidation of Coughlin and Myers, but no plans were put forth for Myers once it was closed. Superintendent Brian Costello suggested most of Myers to be raised, but the auditorium and stadium be preserved and renovated for both district and community use. His plan also includes an expansion of the football field at the Solomon Plains Complex. The work would be done in phases, likely lasting into 2022, with renovation at Plains in the first phase. One local school was teaching students important lessons about what to do if there was ever a fire. WYLN's Abby Piskel has the details.
Stop, drop, and roll. That's one of the most basic rules children learn when taught about fire safety. But yesterday at Drums Elementary Middle School, students were getting new lessons in fire safety by Valley Regional Fire Rescue. The program was given at 3 different education levels for students in grades K through 8.
Today we're learning about, from the firefighters, how it is to be about fire safety and the ways of how to learn about how to, if there's a fire, if the correct ways of how to get out of the house, and how it is important to have fire detectors, and then it will help us stay alive. And they are talking about how if you don't have fire detectors, of how you could die.
It's important for children to learn about fire safety at a young age so that they're aware of what to do in case of an emergency.
Well, we're learning about how important it is with fire safety and how important smoke detectors are and proper ways to get out of your house and to practice those ways.
Along with the demonstrations, the fire crews showed the older students a video to give them an idea of what a day in the life of a fireman is like.
It was very interesting because you got to see real footage of what firefighters do on a daily basis.
Older kids also have the opportunity to volunteer with the fire department where they are able to expand their knowledge about fire and fire safety.
We talked to them about community and volunteering, what it means to, the fire department and what it means for them in the community. Volunteerism is at an all-time low. So we're looking for these younger kids to think about it. They don't have to come out and fight fire or go to car wrecks. There's a lot of other stuff they could do to help us out at the, in the fire service. So trying to get them involved that way.
For more information about fire safety or the Valley Regional Fire Rescue, visit valleyfire.org. For WILN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
Thank you, Abby. A very special and informative series will soon begin here on WILN News as Veterans Day approaches. WILN's Abby Piskel will be talking with veterans from all over our viewing area about their experiences, their sacrifices, and what life was like for them after war. That series will begin on Tuesday, November 1st and run each day here on WILN News until Veterans Day, Friday, November 11th. Stay tuned to WILN for this series and for more information on it in the coming days. It's time to get those costumes ready and fill those candy bowls. Halloween is right around the corner, and that means it's time for some trick-or-treating. Children in the local areas can go trick-or-treating at the dates and times listed up on your screen now. Be sure to remember when heading out to plan a route in advance, stay in well-lit areas, and always be sure to check the candy your child is given before giving it to them. And as always, have a safe and happy Halloween. Time now for a first look at our forecast. More rain in our forecast and chilly weather continuing to sweep through our area. What can we expect for the rest of our work week and even looking towards our upcoming weekend? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Jan, it's going to get very chilly across our area. Some of those overnight lows, we'll be looking at temperatures, 30s. We got some 20s out there tonight. And yeah, even we got some rain and a little bit of some snow maybe mixed in as well in a 7-day forecast. And what can we expect this weekend? All the details for you coming up in a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, the city of Hazleton received 2 grants to help make the playgrounds in the area safer for children. Our Aaron Harvey spoke with the director of the Hazleton Recreation Department on what changes are planned. Plus, we continue our breast cancer awareness series with a volunteer from Candy's Place in 40 Fort who explains what the organization does for the area. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way here on WILN News. Stay tuned.
You're watching WILN News with Ann Gownley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk.
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754 or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2017 Hyundai Elantra SE. Right now for only $109 per month with $0 down. Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life.
2 parks in the Hazleton area received major funding yesterday to make them a safer place for children to play. WILN's Aaron Harvey has more.
With video games, computers, and phones, it's hard to get children outside, but upgrades to 2 parks in Hazleton may attract the youth to get out and exercise. Yesterday, the city of Hazleton received 2 state grants totaling at $217,135 to upgrade 2 parks within the city. The parks include the Alt Miller Playground and the Center City Park. The Commonwealth Finance Authority awarded the Alt Miller Playground with $102,135,000 and the Center City Park with $115,000. Director of the Hazleton Recreation Department, Joseph Zeller, explains how the money will be implemented throughout both parks.
For the Alt Miller Park, we're looking to remove the existing tennis courts that are not in very good condition at all, and the existing basketball court, and install 3 new basketball courts, some new lighting, stone for parking, some ADA accessible parking there as well, and make it a really nice facility like it once was, but it's been many years since it's been in its glory, that's for sure. Well, the Center City Park, this is money that they requested for the second phase of the park. They're looking to put some walkways in there, expand the landscaping. Eventually, they're going to look to have a stage that abuts the Arts Center once that is complete, and it will really be a centerpiece in downtown Hazleton.
Even though the 2 Greenway grants are going to the Alt Miller Park behind me and the Center City Park in downtown Hazleton, Zeller says the other parks throughout the city are going to be revitalized as well.
Westcourt Park was the recipient of a generous donation from Valmont Industries that is located up in the former Dor Oliver building up in the Heights, and we also received a DCNR grant to help rehabilitate that. In the coming weeks, hopefully before the end of the year, we have that project completed. We have to do some new fencing and some stonework up there, and we look to work on rehabilitating the infield on the ball field that's up there to make it more attractive. Hopefully we have that completed by the beginning of the season next year. The 12th Ward Playground, which is on 17th Street in back of near Boyer's supermarket, there's a group of people that tragically lost some children a few years ago in a horrific car accident, and they're looking to memorialize those children by making that park, making an investment in that park.
Zeller says the department will begin work on the parks as soon as the weather allows them to do so. In Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
Thank you, Erin. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, a volunteer from Candy's Place in 40 Fort is our Erin Harvey's guest for today's segment during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Stay tuned. All that and more, including sports with Eric DeVerdinis, is coming your way here on WILN. Stay tuned.
Lots of politicians talk about the issues. Lou Barletta actually gets things done. He saved taxpayers over $3 billion with common sense reforms, led the fight against the devastating opioid epidemic, specifically protecting infants born with addiction, restored funding for vital after-school programs, and rescued our fire departments when Obamacare threatened to force them to shut down. Lou Barletta, he doesn't just talk, he actually gets things done.
I'm Lou Barletta, and I approve this message.
It's Oktoberger, the sale so big they named a month after it. Only at Burger Mazda, Route 93, Hazleton.
If a 2016 Mazda 3i Sport, lease it for only $175 a month. Or this 2016 Mazda 6i Sport, lease it for only $195 a month. And this 2016 Mazda CX-5 Sport, it's all-wheel drive, lease it for only $205 a month.
It's Oktoberger, the sale so big they named a month after it. Only at Burger Mazda, Route 93, Hazleton.
Burger family dealerships, drive with experience.
Chura's Auto Sales has a great line of cars and trucks. Every vehicle is serviced, reconditioned, and inspected. Chura's Auto Sales offers you experience, quality, and service. Stop in today, North Broad Street and Susquehanna, West Hazleton.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food, from breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Well, definitely fall is officially here as we know it, and it's definitely feeling like it across our area. We got the stiff winds to contend with. We got the chilly temperatures to contend with as well. And before all is said and done, hey, don't be surprised if we don't see a little bit of some white snowflakes mixing in with some of the rain that we're going to be having across our area. And as we go into this upcoming weekend, things looking brighter, a little bit milder across our region. But before that, we got some very chilly air to talk about, including tonight. We'll be looking at temperatures dropping down into the 20s. But right now, you know, we got a mix of clouds and sunshine as that sun continues to set. But once that sun sets tonight, it's going to be downright cold across our area. Numbers for now outside looking like this in the 40s, but very quickly they'll be dropping down into the 30s as that sun continues and starts to set across our area. And we got that wind, and when that wind comes up, boy, I tell you what, it's making it feel at least a couple of degrees colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. So how do we do temperature-wise for the day? Well, we could not break out of the lower 40s, 44 degrees to be exact, an early morning low of 38 degrees, so a chilly start to our morning. And you see those wind gusts coming in at almost 30 miles per hour. Pretty much, it's chilly no matter where you go throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. A mix of clouds and sunshine. And notice those temperatures for the most part, generally 40s. We got some 50s in some parts of the state of Pennsylvania. The mild location continues to be Philly, where it's coming in with 56 degrees. And in terms of those winds, these are sustained winds across our area, 5, 10, 15 or so miles per hour. It doesn't include the wind gusts, which exceed 15 or 20 miles per hour. And that, of course, will make it feel chillier than the air temperature indicates. The extended forecast looking like this. Take a look at tomorrow. It looks dry, mix of sun and clouds, 42 degrees. And then going into tomorrow night and Thursday, we'll have to deal with some rain. And then there's going to be a possibility of some snowflakes mixing in the 40s for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A mix of clouds and sunshine in the 40s for Friday. And like I said, after that, then we get a little bit milder. We get back up into the 50s as we start going into our Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But those overnight lows continuing to be chilly, dropping down into the 30s. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after this break.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Every day is special at Bonanza, and Wednesday is for seniors. Seniors 60 and older receive $1 off any platter. Offer valid all day Wednesday. Bonanza Steakhouse, 575 Susquehanna Boulevard, Hazel Township.
When you need used auto parts, call Bonner Enterprises. They also take your junk cars and trucks, offering competitive prices. They also deliver anti-skid, shale, and clay. Located at 410 Maplewood Drive in the Humboldt Industrial Park, call them at 570-384-3291.
When I'm elected, things will change, but I promise you one thing, no one will beat a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one!
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
I don't care what my opponent said. I knew for a very long time that no one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
One local cancer wellness center has been providing free services to cancer patients for almost 20 years. Candy's Place is located in 44 and was founded in 1998 in memory of Candace Vincent Mameri after she passed away to a short battle with lung cancer. Her sister Penny wanted something good to come out of it and pulled together her resources to hold their very first Rainbow Walk. Penny was able to start Candy's Place with the proceeds from the walk. The center's mission is to provide a safe, non-threatening, loving, home-like environment to those living with cancer. Volunteer of 5 years, Pat Balcombe explains why she volunteers her time at Candy's and also tells us about what kind of services they offer.
I got involved here because my husband is a 9-year survivor of cancer. And when he came home and got feeling better, I said, I want to give back. So this is wonderful for me. I feel so great when I leave here. Our patients are wonderful. The staff is great. I don't know what I would do without Candies. It does so much, and we do so much for the people. People don't understand until you walk in here and you see what we have. We have a wig room. We have Reiki room. We do massages. We do facials. We have peer groups. It's just a wonderful, wonderful place to be with cancer and their caregivers. And I love it, and I would want it. I hope it lasts forever, and I hope I last forever to do with this. It just does so much for everybody. It's just great. I wish people all over would have something like this. It's awesome. I just can't talk enough about it. I just can't wait till Mondays. I don't have a job anymore, so this is my job. I come here on Mondays.
Balcombe explains what she does for the Cancer Wellness Center.
I'm a volunteer on Mondays. I just do whatever they want me to, but mainly I'm at the desk. I take phone calls. I make appointments. I ask Melanie if there's anything she wants me to do with mailing or doing odds and ends. But basically somebody has to be in the front desk. And I fill in other things too, like I have to check and see if everything's done around.
Since Candy's Place is a nonprofit and receives no local, state, or federal funding, they rely on volunteers like Balcombe to help run the place.
Absolutely, and they train you, and it's easy, and everybody is so wonderful here. They help. We all help each other. If I'm sick, another girl will come in and help, or I'll help somebody. It's just awesome. I just can't express how nice it is here. I wish everybody would come here for a tour and see what we do.
Stay tuned for more on Breast Cancer Awareness Month right here on WYLN.
Since 2001, Hazelton Imaging has been offering the best care, a staff that is kind and courteous, and a radiologist on site. Hazelton Imaging is less expensive than most hospitals, and they offer self-pay pricing. Call Hazelton Imaging today at 570-501-SCAN.
This Halloween season, get ready to feel pure, real fear. Waldorf Estate of Fear, where your nightmares become reality. Open every Friday and Saturday in October.
Zaner's Automotive Incorporated has been providing complete towing and wreckage recovery service. They also offer emergency truck and trailer repairs and roadside assistance. Located at 213 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-454-0541.
In District 11, football uses a rating system. District 2, a point system. Our power rankings without an exact formula, but we feel confident in our top 7 heading into Week 10. Berwick bouncing between the rankings all season. They start at number 1. Now the Dogs at 7. Blue Mountain is a very steady 6. Unfortunate that the Eagles might be bound for the Eastern Conference playoffs though, even with a very talented roster. Wyoming area slips to 5 after a big loss to our soon-to-be unveiled number 2 team. Valley West has been cruising since back-to-back losses in weeks 3 and 4. The Spartans now number 4. Pottsville, a game away from winning the Schuylkill League in their very first year. The number 3 Crimson Tide must beat North Schuylkill to accomplish that. Williamsport, well, they're pretty dynamic. Number 2 Millionaires averaging 49 points a contest. And Schuylkill Haven, they're outscoring opponents 247-7 in their last 4 matchups. Hurricanes undefeated and our number 1 team for 6 weeks straight. Well, it's officially a winning streak for Hazleton area. And in our final game of the week, the Cougars look to make it 3 straight. This Friday, we will broadcast 2-7 Hazleton versus 3-6 Crestwood live from Harmon Guy Stadium as the regular season comes to a close. The Comets won last year's meeting 40-14, but it's a new year. Again, we'll be live at 7 o'clock Friday for Hazleton versus Crestwood. Hazleton and Crestwood both guaranteed district playoff spots for football, which kick off next week. For other fall sports, they begin this week. District 2 AAA field hockey on Monday night. Hazleton hosting Delaware Valley. The Lady Cougars, they shoot their shot and eventually it works out. The Warriors fail to clear here. Hazleton capitalizes as Malia Holtz taps it in. And that's all it would take. Lady Cougars 1-0 winners, moving on to face Lackawanna Trail in the AAA semis on Wednesday. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have highlights from more district playoff action. If you haven't heard, the Cubs haven't won a World Series in a very long time. Joe Maddon has a ring as a coach, but never as a manager. He's aware of the history since 1908, but he's focusing more on making history in 2016.
I promise you, our guys are going to be in the present tense. I think we all have a tremendous amount of respect for history and what's happened before us or not happened before us. But you know, you go in that room right now. They're very young, really not impacted by a lot of the lore, I don't think, and other than the fact that we are impacted by our city and our fans and the people that attend our games and the conversations that we have. Absolutely an impactful moment.
It all starts tonight. World Series Game 1, Cubs-Indians, first pitch scheduled for 8:08. Cubs slugger Kyle Schwarber, who has been sidelined since spring training, makes his dramatic return tonight as Chicago's designated hitter. On the mound, it's John Lester versus Corey Kluber, who have both had dominant postseasons. And a pretty good night in Cleveland. Indians going for a championship, Cavaliers recognized for theirs. Ring night for the Cavs as the NBA regular season tips off. New Look Knicks, their opponent. Additionally, Jazz at Trailblazers. And hey, did you know the Warriors, they blew a 3-1 lead. Kevin Durant makes his Dubs debut against the Spurs, who are without Tim Duncan. That's it for sports. Stay tuned.
Get shielded for $29.95 a month with the Sloman Shield. Free security system and installation. Your free installation includes one touch-tone keypad, backup battery, 3 door contacts, 1 motion detector, lawn sign, window decals, 1-year maintenance plan. Stour Propane customers receive a $50 credit when you sign up for the Sloman Shield. Get protected today. Call Mikey Stour at 570-233-5185 for more information. Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick offers the perfect mix of fine and fashion jewelry. Expand your Alex and Ani jewelry collection at Nespoli Jewelers or design a one-of-a-kind engagement ring. Nespoli Jewelers, mixing fine and fashion. 108 East Front Street in Berwick.
Electric Frog Designs, 323 North Hunter Highway, Route 309 Drums, offering full-color banners and signs, vehicle lettering and graphics, campaign signs, promotional products, trophies, plaques, and medals. 788-2333.
At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you not only get the vehicle that you want,
you also get the lowest financing options.
We also deliver unmatched service.
Whether you're in need of a work truck, have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the Ram Power Days and Jeep Celebration event. Stop in today.
Okay, we are up into the 50s. As we go into the next couple of days, we're going to be up into the 40s, and then we got some sunshine back in the play.
All right, well, Friday is 42 degrees, which means it's still, I guess, a semi-nice.
I don't think it can get worse than last week.
No.
That was not fun.
No, but it is. It's Crestwood at Hazleton, which is our team. Our WYLN sports team is gearing up for it. I know you're gearing up for it, too.
The final week of the regular season, hard to believe it's week 10 already. We've been through 9, and hopefully our last one's a good one.
All right, sounds good. So if you want to, check it out, you can watch it here on WYLN. But as we always say, head out to Harmon Guy Stadium. It's always great to go see and cheer on the local high school team.
Senior night.
It is. It's senior night, so why not? Join them. Have a good night, everyone.